Hello everyone. I welcome all of you to this webinar for the topic Power BI Unveiled, Transform Data into Insights. And thank you so much for joining. We are going to begin our session now. In this session, what we are going to do is we are going to talk about Microsoft Power BI, which is a data analytics and business intelligence tool. In here, we will be talking about the capabilities of Power BI, what are its different features, okay, what are the different trends in the data analytics domain, and so on. That is what we are going to discuss over here. Let us go ahead. So first of all, what is Power BI? So Power BI, as I said earlier, is a business intelligence and data analytics tool, which allows us to connect to different data sources, okay, and pick up the data from them and then visualize the data. Now, what is the benefit of it? The benefit of this thing is that, see, in today's fast-paced world, in today's fast-growing world, every single organization depends on its data for making the decisions. Okay, but let's think about it. If we are having our data stored in maybe an Excel file, or maybe in a CSV file, or maybe in in the form of some tables in some kind of databases, okay, then just by looking at the data in those data storage resources, we will not be able to understand it, or even if we will be able to understand it, that's going to take us a lot of time to do that. So that is where Power BI comes in. Power BI actually connects to all of these different data sources that are there, okay, and it extracts the data from them. And after that, what does it do? It helps us to visualize our data. Okay, Power BI is having a lot of different types of visuals. Let me show it to you. Here it is. So Power BI is having a lot of different types of visuals, like we are having bar and column charts over here. We are having line charts and area charts. We have pie charts and donut charts. We have scatter charts. We have map visuals. We have card and KPI visuals. Okay, and a lot more. So with the help of all of these different types of visuals, what happens is we are able to look at our data in a graphical format. And we all know that when we look at the data in graphical format, then at that time it is much easier for us to make sense out of it. Okay, so with the help of Power BI, we visualize our data by putting it on all of these different types of visuals. Okay, with the help of which we create our reports and interactive dashboards. Now, through these reports and dashboards, we are able to look at different metrics which are being given to us from our data. So as a result of it, what happens? We are able to find out different insights about our organization from the data. And as a result of it, we are able to make important business decisions. Okay, I'll say that we are able to make informed business decisions. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Now, let us go ahead. So what is the Power BI ecosystem all about? So in the Power BI ecosystem, there are, four different types of applications. First of all, we are having Power BI Desktop. Then we are having Power BI Service. We have Power BI Mobile Application. And then there is Power BI Embedded. Now, what are all of these about? If we talk about Power BI Desktop, then it is a free to download desktop application. Okay, but it is available for only Windows based users. So it is a free to download desktop based application. And with the help of this application, what can we do is we can connect to different data sources wherever our data is stored. And from those data sources, we are able to extract the data. We are able to, clean and transform the data in case it is not directly in a usable format. Okay, then we are able to, create visualizations based on that data and therefore the reports. Okay, now these reports that we have created, a report is what basically we we say that a collection of multiple visuals over multiple pages, which is giving us all of the information, almost all of the information about, our organization from the data which is available with us. That is called a report. So with the help of Power BI Desktop, we can create these reports, which give us all of the information about our organization. Now, as a data analyst, once we have created these reports, obviously we will not keep them to ourselves. We will be sharing these reports with other people, maybe the decision makers of the organization, maybe our managers, okay, maybe the top management, okay, or maybe, even the stakeholders, external stakeholders. Okay, so if we want to share these reports with other people, then in that case, Power BI service is what comes into the picture. What is Power BI service? So it is actually a web-based SaaS, software as a service application, with the help of which we are able to, share our reports and dashboards with other people. All right. So then after that, we are having Power BI mobile application. Now see, once the reports have been shared with other people, obviously they will want to, look at that report. So how do people look at the data? So in that case, the people with whom the report has been shared, either they can also go to their, Power BI service account, okay, and they can view the report which has been shared with them there only. Or what they can do is they can, download the Power BI mobile application on their mobile phones. They can download the Power BI mobile application on their mobile phones, and there they can view the reports which have been shared with them. So again, Power BI mobile application is again a free to download application for Android, iOS, and Windows phone based users. But yes, let me tell you this, that in the Power BI mobile application also, we will have to sign in with the same account that we are using on Power BI service. And about Power BI service, one more thing. See, Power BI service is not a free to use tool. Power BI desktop is free to use. Anyone can go ahead and download it, but Power BI service is not. If we want to share the reports with other people, if we want to view the reports which have been shared by other people with us, then for both of those things, we will need to have a paid license. Okay. And who provides us with that license? Do we have to buy it ourselves? No. Basically, the license is provided to us by our organization. All right. Okay. Now let's think about it. If our organization has to provide us with licenses for Power BI service so that we can share the reports with other people and we can also view the reports which other people have shared with us. In that case, let's say that we need to share the report with someone who is not a part of our organization, who is not an employee of our organization. Okay, basically we want to share it with someone else. Then in that case, to that external person, also, are we going to provide a paid license? Obviously not. Okay, so for sharing the reports with external people, we are having this particular concept of Power BI embedded. Okay, where our reports and dashboards that we are going to create can actually be embedded into, third-party applications like some kind of desktop-based application, some kind of web-based application, or something like that. Okay, so that is what we are having here. All right. What are the features of Power BI? Why is it useful? So there are many different features. Okay, one of the best features is its data connectivity. See, what happens is, obviously Power BI doesn't store the data in itself. Every organization stores its data in different kinds of data sources, correct? Now, some organizations might be storing the data in, let us say, their Excel files stored locally on their systems. Some organizations might be, storing the data in maybe an SQL Server database, which is installed again on their on-premises data center. Then there are some other organizations which might again be storing the data on an SQL Server only, but which might be installed on their cloud application, cloud platform. That is possible. Whereas some other organizations might store it in SharePoint, someone might store it in Snowflake, and so on. Someone might store it in the Oracle database, and there are many more other data storage services out there. So the biggest benefit of Power BI is that it can connect with hundreds of different types of data storage resources. How? Power BI is having connectors for that. Let me show it to you. So in here, this is Power BI desktop. And in Power BI desktop, we have the home menu on the top. And in the home menu, see, we have this option get data. If I go to it, you can see that there is a list of connectors. Basically, we have to choose, initially we should know that in which kind of, data source or data storage resource our data is stored, correct? Once we know that, then we have to choose a relevant connector for that data storage resource. If our data is stored in Excel workbooks, then we will choose that connector. If our data is stored in an SQL Server database, we will choose that connector. If it is stored in an Access database, or maybe an Oracle database, or MySQL, then we will choose the relevant connector. And as you can see here, there are hundreds of connectors available here for connecting with different types of data sources. Any kind of data source that you can think of, most probably a connector for that is available here. Even if it is not, Power BI gives us the ability to create our own connectors, our own custom connectors for connecting to those data sources and extract the data from them. So this is what Power BI is the best at. Then after that, Power BI also provides us with data modeling capabilities where we can basically clean and organize our data and put it into data models before visualizing it. So these data models will then be supporting the reporting and the visualization part of our reports. Then if we talk about data visualization, then in here, basically we are provided with a wide range of visualizations, wide range of different types of visuals for creating our engaging reports and dashboards, as I was showing you earlier. But see, the different types of visuals which are available here, like the bar charts, column charts, scatter chart, and so on, the ones which we can see here in Power BI desktop, these are known as inbuilt visualizations, but these are not the only type of visualizations which are available here. We are having a lot of custom visualizations available here as well. Let me show it to you. See, if we go to this option, get more visuals. So I need to be signed into my organizational account for this. Let me do that. All right. So I'm signing in here. And once this is done, okay, see, this is the Power BI app source which we have available. So in this Power BI app source, we are having a lot of different types of, custom visualizations also available. Okay. So many of these custom visualizations are entirely new visualizations, which are not available in the inbuilt visuals at all. But then there are many other visualizations, for example, the sunburst chart, which are advanced forms of the inbuilt visuals of Power BI. Like the sunburst charts are the advanced forms of pie chart and the donut charts. So this is what we are having here. Okay, let me just close this. Let's go back now. So here a wide variety of, the different types of visualizations are available with us. to show different kinds of data. Okay, and then in the end, based on all of these visualizations and everything, visualizations, data models, and the data, we can create our interactive dashboards, which basically allow the users to explore the data and gain insights about it. All right. Now, why should we choose Power BI? This is actually a very valid question. And why does this question arise? There is a good enough reason behind it. Okay. Because see, there are many different tools which are available in the market, many different business intelligence tools which are available in the market. For example, just taking a few examples out there, there is Tableau. Okay, then there is ClickSense. Okay, and then there are many more. So in comparison to any of them, why should we choose Power BI? The reason behind that is simple. See, first of all, Power BI provides us with, the cheapest solution out there. Okay. If we talk about other tools, then the licenses which are needed for other tools are, very costly. But a Power BI license is as low as $10 a month. Okay. That is one of the reasons. So it is cost effective. The second reason behind choosing Power BI is that I'm sorry. So the second reason behind choosing it is that it provides us with the widest variety of data connectors. Okay, so Power BI is having the highest number of data connectors to connect with different types of data sources. That is the second reason behind choosing it. No other, BI tool has these many connectors as Power BI. The third reason behind choosing Power BI is its user-friendly interface. It is easy to learn and use for people, and even those people who are not from a technical background. Okay, for using many other BI tools, we will need to we will need to have a basic knowledge of different types of programming languages. Okay, like some BI tools might have need us to have knowledge of Python. Some might need us to have language of uh, okay, sorry. Some other tools might need us to have the knowledge of the R language or some other language. Okay, but in Power BI, that's not so. Even people who are not from a technical background, who do not have any idea about the programming languages, will be able to use Power BI very easily. Okay, so it is easy to learn and use for the non-technical users as well. Then it is easily scalable to me, so we can scale it up or down very easily to meet the requirements of our business. And obviously, because it is a Microsoft product, so it is having easy integration with the entire Microsoft ecosystem, with all of the different tools of Microsoft, either be it Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Power Platform, Microsoft Azure, or any other tool of Microsoft like Dynamics and so on. So it integrates with all of them seamlessly without any problems at all. So these are a few benefits of using Power BI in comparison to any other BI tool. I hope that is clear to everyone. Okay, great. Now, how can we connect Power BI to other data sources? We need to know that, and actually it is a very important question. So see, connecting Power BI to different data sources is actually very easy. See, what do we have to do here? First of all, let me tell you a few generalized tips. First of all, we should know that where does our data reside. Once we know that, we are going to go to this get data option, and in here we have to choose the connector for the data source which we want to connect with. Okay, so if our data is an SQL server, we will choose a connector for that. After choosing the connector, the second step is that we have to provide the location of that data source. All right, so for example, in my system over here, I am having an SQL server locally installed on this laptop only that I'm currently using. So I have to provide the server name. So because the SQL server is on the same laptop, so I will use the keyword localhost. Otherwise, we can provide, the address of basically that server wherever it is installed. If it is installed in the on-premises data center, or if it is installed in, maybe some kind of cloud environment or somewhere else. We can also provide the name of the database here. So let me do that. Okay, what am I doing? Adventure Works DW 2020 is a database that I use here, but providing the database name is optional. Okay, even if we do not provide it, it will still connect to the entire server and all of the databases available inside it. I go here, so see, in the localhost server, that is the server, SQL server, which is installed on my system, it has connected to the AdventureWorks DW 2020 database. And from here, see, a list of tables is given to me. So from here, I can extract whatever table I want. Let's say I want to extract the data from the dim product table. Okay, by the way, if I just click on any of these tables, a preview of the data in that table is also shown to me here. Okay, but if I, check the box in front of a table like this, then what happens? This means that I want to extract the data from this table for analysis purposes. Then after that, in the next step, it might ask us for authentication. Okay, so the first step was choosing the correct connector. The second step was providing the location of the data. In the third step, so I'm going to load this data here. In the third step, it might ask us for authentication. It is not asking me for that. Okay, why? Because the authentication has already been provided here. I connected to this basically same database earlier also, and the credentials are stored here. That is why. If I clear these permissions and try to connect with it again, then it will ask me for the authentication. Okay, and then after that, we have to basically, if we need, we can clean and transform this data. We had that option there, or we can directly load the data in here. Like the data from the product table has been loaded here, as we can see, and we can start analyzing it. All right, let's go back. Okay, so this is how we connect to it. Basically, we are having connectors for all types of services, either be different types of databases like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, and Minimo. Okay, or we can connect with cloud services, many Azure cloud services, AWS and Google cloud services. Connectors for them are available here. We have connectors for different types of spreadsheets and files also. The generalized steps of connection, I have discussed it a few minutes ago. All right. Then after the data has been extracted, we can clean and transform it. Once the data has been cleaned and transformed and it is ready, then after that, what do? We can, visualize that data here. So we are having a lot of different types of visualizations, like I was telling earlier. We are having many different types of charts like bar charts, column charts, line chart, pie charts, and so on. We also have map visuals here, which are used for, displaying the geographical data to us with the help of maps. Then we are having table visuals and matrix visual, which are basically used for, displaying the data in a detailed two-dimensional row and column format or a tabular format. Then we are having slicer visuals also available here, and also filters. The slicer visuals and filters, both of them are used for, interacting with the data and showing different sections of data at a time to the users. The end users can also use these slicer visuals and the filters to, look at the data according to their own requirements. Okay, then let us talk about some of the use cases of Power BI. Power BI in real world can be used in many different types of cases. Okay, like it can be used for sales analysis, where we are going to track our, daily sales. We can track the number of products which have been sold. Okay, we can identify the trends of sales, that during which seasons are our sales going up or during which seasons are they going down. Okay, what are the different promotional activities that we are running and what is the response of those promotional activities. Okay, we can also use it for forecasting the future sales. Similarly, we can use Power BI for getting customer insights, where we want to understand the customer behavior, their preferences, their demographics, and so on. Which which products do they like? Which products do they not like? Okay, and so on. We can use it for marketing effectiveness. We can also use it for operations optimization. And like this, there are many other use cases for which Power BI can actually be used. All right. Then the businesses can also benefit from Power BI. How? See, first of all, with the help of Power BI, okay, let's start from the lowest levels here. With the help of Power BI, the collaboration is enhanced. How? Because if someone is generating insights from our data, then those insights can be shared with other people in the organization and within the team as well. Because of which, see, what can happen? The operations can be optimized, as a result of which costs can be reduced and revenue can be increased. So this leads to increased profitability. We can also improve the efficiency of our, different types of tasks. With the help of Power BI, we can analyze our different types of tasks that we are performing and we can improve their efficiency. With the help of it, we can also automate reporting and analysis tasks, okay, which is going to save our time and resources, thereby making the efficiency better. And in the end, on the top level, data driven decision making, the most important aspect of it, I'll say that with the help of Power BI, as I was saying earlier also, with the help of Power BI, we are able to, understand our data better. We are able to gain insights from it. We're able to understand our business better. And then accordingly, we can make informed business decisions. So these are some of the benefits of Power BI. Okay. Now, what are some of the common challenges that the businesses can face and how Power BI solves them for us? So first of all, see, Power BI can connect to various different data sources at the same time, because of which the silos can be broken down and data from multiple sources can be picked up at the same time and it can be analyzed. Okay, like in here, if I've extracted this particular table, the dim product table, from the SQL Server database, this doesn't mean that I cannot extract the data from some other source at the same time. I can do that. Like I can choose the connector for the CSV files also at the same time, and I can extract the data from them. So if I go here, we have a table called reseller sale target. Let me open it and see, I can extract the data from a CSV file also. At the same time, if I want to extract the data from somewhere else, I can do that. So from multiple different data sources, Power BI can extract the data at the same time, which will break down the silos. Then it provides us with different types of tools for extracting the data, cleaning the data, transforming the data, and modeling it as well, which will reduce the data complexity and it will make it easier for us to understand the data. Then in here, as we were discussing this in one of the previous slides also, that we do not need to be, experts in some kind of technical domain for using Power BI. because it is having a user friendly interface. It is having pre-built visualizations. Okay, and it is very easy to use, so anyone can go ahead and start using Power BI to find out insights about their business. And then it also, as we were discussing, automates the reporting and analysis tasks, thereby saving the time, and therefore the time constraints are not there, that we have to spend this much time on reporting and analysis. All of that time is saved here basically. So this is what Power BI is about. Now as the technology is advancing, so in here what is happening, as the technology is advancing, so AI is also uh, getting integrated with Power BI more and more. Microsoft is having its own product, its own AI LLM chatbot called Copilot, which it has now integrated with Microsoft Power BI, as you can see here. So we can chat with this Copilot also. Okay, based on our data, we can ask it to create certain reports, and it will do that for us. So with the help of it, our business intelligence processes can be automated. And as a result of it, as we have written here, that business intelligence techniques will be accessible to a wider audience with the help of it. The data storytelling here is made easier with the help of AI. Okay. And in the future, this AI will, play a more central role in the business intelligence part, in enhancing the insights and in automating our tasks. So yeah, this is the future of Power BI. Now, this was all that we had to discuss about Power BI over here. Now, if you're having any questions, you can please put them in the chat for us, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, all right. Now, guys, see, Power BI is basically Power BI, and therefore data analysis is one of the emerging technologies in today's world. But that is not the only emerging technology. There are many other technologies as well, like we are having data engineering. Okay, we are also having data science. We are having the AI domain. Data science is the basis of AI. So all of these different domains are also there, which are very much in demand, very much in trend these days. So what you can do is, you can visit our website, and if you are interested in learning about any of these technologies, you can have a look at the different technologies that we offer on our website. And if you're interested in learning any of them, you can contact our team for the same. If you need any kind of guidance, you need any kind of support from us, you need any kind of help in understanding these technologies, then also please feel free to let us know. I'm going to drop a link of our website in the chat, and you can please visit us there.